My late grandfather, Dr. Ben Keeles, was a commander and pediatrician at the subbase. He taught me the value of public health and prioritizing the most vulnerable in our community. I will put those values to work as your mayor. Here, in our very own backyard, more than 200 Pfizer scientists worked around the clock to develop the COVID-19 vaccine. From nurses and doctors to home health aides, caregivers to children, and CNAs. Our city is home to frontline workers working around the clock to keep us safe. Lives are on the line. As your mayor, I will follow their lead and restore trust in science. The Trump administration responded poorly to this pandemic, wreaking financial havoc on all of us. Our neighbors and small businesses are struggling. As a local leader, I needed to offer solutions that actually help people. Groton chose my plan to provide residents relief from paying property and car taxes, as well as eliminated late charges for utility payments, making Groton the only municipality in our region to offer tax deferment and the low interest rate program during the pandemic. But we can do more. These challenges are opportunities for Groton, and confronting them will require us to collaborate, critically think, and problem solve. As the youngest legislator ever elected in Connecticut history and first Black and Latino state representative for Groton, I became a voice for the next generation of leadership. I worked across party lines, brought dollars back to Groton, and delivered on the promises I made to voters. On the town council, I've been a champion for climate action, financial discipline, and fixing our roads and sidewalks. On the City Planning and Zoning Commission, I supported smart growth and expansion at Electric Boat for the Columbia-class submarine program. The global coronavirus pandemic upended our lives and paralyzed our local economy and exposed that great inequities exist within our community, from housing to public health, economic and food security, and access to water, heat, and the internet. Last year, Groton took to the streets, declaring unapologetically that Black lives matter. You have demanded that we rebuild a more equitable society through restorative justice, dismantling systemic racism, and closing the digital divide. I hear your demands. As mayor, the city will prioritize community policing, rebuild public trust, and continue to protect citizens, especially those with developmental disabilities. But we won't stop there. We will restore municipal broadband internet. We will partner with labor and nonprofits to offer city residents apprenticeships and skills training. For far too long, we envision a themed street with shops and restaurants. New London and Mystic are destinations. Why not Groton City? Let's make it a reality. After Hurricane Isaiah, for-profit energy companies like Eversource privatized their gains and socialized their losses, leaving their customers in the dark and in debt. Groton Utilities quickly restored power to city residents and even assisted neighboring communities. We see the storms intensifying. Extreme weather is the new normal. Yukon Circa projects sea level to rise 20 inches by 2050. Homes and businesses will be underwater. We must take action now. As mayor, the city will commit to 100% renewable energy by 2030, 5 years before the Green New Deal target. We will do that by installing solar panels on homes and businesses at an affordable price, convert food waste to compost for our parks, electricity for our homes, and biofuel to power our public works fleet, and invest 5 times more in open space, sustainability, and coastal resiliency. My mom is a bilingual educator and school administrator. We talk about the lack of resources for Spanish-speaking residents and our youth. As a kid, I spent a lot of time on the garbage truck with my dad. I respect the men and women serving our community, especially during these unprecedented times, just like my parents have. I have seen the police, fire, and EMS develop a relationship with my brother who has autism. This is the community I know, and this is the community I want to build. Groton expects transformative leadership from their mayor. I will bring energy, new ideas, and my state and local experience to the job. I will rely on the expertise of City Hall employees that love our community and build a team that reflects the diversity of the city of Groton. I will always listen and fight for you. I will expect accountability and oversight from you. You will have sunlight and transparency from me. You will always have a voice and seat at the table. My campaign is powered by people. I won't take a dime of lobbyist or corporate cash. For progress and prudent leadership, I ask for Groton support. I need your vote. I'm Aundre Bumgardner, and I approve this message. Paid for by Bumgardner for Groton, Aaron Kane Treasurer, approved by Aundre Baumgartner.